Welcome to the TeligentIP training series. My name is Seth, and today we're going to be talking about call handling inside of Teams. What you'll notice here is my desktop. There's nothing on my desktop, but this is the main screen of my desktop. When I receive an inbound call from Teams, you'll see it pop up here in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see this inbound call happening. If I click the purple button, it answers it. With this inbound call, I now get this pop-up. It popped up on another screen, but I dragged it over for you. You've got interaction points here at the top of this call. I've got a dial pad, which allows me to be able to give dial tones into this call if I need to. I've got show participants, which allows me to add people to this call into audio conferencing if I need to. We'll touch on that later. I've got these three dots that allow me to be able to have other changes made. Device settings allows me to change my audio and video device. Also, hold, transfer, consult then transfer, and call park. We're going to interact with all of these here through this call. I also have my mute button here and my hang up button, which is this red button in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to put this call on hold, and you'll see it stay here on my desktop. It's a call that I now may have to go find someone else for, but I may also have other inbound calls happen when I'm on this call or looking for the user to transfer this call to. So we're going to leave this call in the background here. And if I receive any other calls, those calls would pop up here in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll see here, this call is coming in from Nicole. It's a phone number here that I don't have inside my contacts, but I'm going to take this call also. So I now get both of these calls that I'm interacting with. This call in the back from Peter Parker's on hold. This call in the front is the one I'm currently interacting with. You'll notice I get all of these same interaction points. I've got these two calls and can interact with them individually. If I need to put this call on hold and come back to this call, I can do that. Just click on the resume button. Or I can put this call back on hold and come back to this call with that resume button. So once you have these calls that you're interacting with, you may want to transfer these into multiple places. I'm going to take this call here. I think that Kipling needs to talk to this person, so I'm just going to do a cold transfer, clicking the transfer button. I'm going to choose Kipling here. One of the things that I'm going to choose is this little slider that allows ring back if there's no answer. So with Kipling and me handing this call off to Kipling, if it can't find Kipling, then it's going to bring this call back to me. You'll also notice next to my transfer button, I get this drop-down arrow where I can transfer it with the transfer button to their work voicemail or to their work call, work voicemail, and mobile number. But you'll notice with that slider on, I can't have it ring back to me. So if I take that slider off, I get those other two options, work voicemail or mobile number. But the only way a ring back happens is if you're trying to reach that person direct. So I click that transfer button. It's transferring that call off to Kipling. I could then come back here and jump on this call if I wanted to, but you'll notice I get this pop-up that says it couldn't reach Kipling. It's calling me back, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that again. Now that I know that she didn't answer and it came back to me, I'm actually going to do a warm transfer. So consult then transfer. I'm going to type in Kipling's name here again. I'm going to click on chat, and you'll see it gives me a little pop-up window to be able to chat with Kipling. Hey, I have a call for you. We'll see if she's available to take this call. And if I need to, for some reason, chat with her, or excuse me, call her before I send this call over to her, I've got the ability to call her in another window. She says she can take that call. I've also got work voicemail and mobile that I can transfer this call to. So I'm just going to transfer this call off to her. You'll see it's transferring to her. Once that transfer is complete, this window will disappear. So I've still got this original call here on hold from Peter Parker that I'm dealing with. I'm going to be able to transfer this call into other locations if I need to. So if I need to transfer this call off net, all I do is click this transfer button. And rather than choosing a name or typing in a name, I can type in a phone number. You'll see it recognizes that phone number. I can click on that. I don't have the ringback available option because it's going off net, but I click transfer and it transfers that call off to that other location. Takes that call away from me. The last thing that I want to show you is call park. So we'll have another inbound call come in here. I'm going to answer this inbound call. Again, we've got this call from Peter Parker here. And I'm going to park this call. I think Kipley needs to interact with this call, maybe Nicole, but I'm going to park it because I'm not sure who just yet. I'm going to park this call here. You'll see it parks it, and it sends that call away. And inside of my Teams UI, you'll see in the top left-hand corner, it shows me where it parked that call. So that call is parked on code 10. So I'm going to jump into a chat window with Nicole, and I'm going to let her know, hey, I have a call for you. And she can go ahead and grab that call from that location. You can see here inside of this window, it also shows me where that call is parked. So I can now close this window out. She says thanks that she got it, and she's going to grab that call. If you end up having a call that you need to pick up from the call parked locations, you can jump back to your Teams interface, and here on the Calls tab on the speed dial, you'll see Nicole tells me I've got a call on code 11. I click on Parked Calls, type in 11, click on Pickup, and that call opens up here. You'll see here it's got that call with Peter Parker. I've got that available to me here. The last thing that I'll show you is adding a third party to this. If I want to add another party to this call, I click Show Participants, and you'll see here I can invite either a Teams user or an external phone number. If I want to invite a Teams user, I just type their name or email address in. If I want to invite an external user, I just type in a phone number. So we're going to invite this phone number here in. I'm going to click that button. One of the things to remember here is when you're doing this, this is an audio conference license. So this is a license that you have to have from Microsoft directly in order to be able to make and invite these calls. By adding a third leg to that call, you are then moving it to an audio conference rather than it just being that phone system license. Please keep that in mind. This has been the Teams call interaction for TeligentIP. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us or leave a comment below.